Nothing really shocking. Statistically, one battle was going to win all along, and there was no upset. It actually ended up winning Best Picture and Best Director for that. Michael B. Jordan, odds-on favorite to win. I've been saying this since the day the movie hit theaters that he was going to win this award. Hey, I can tell you something. I don't know if we're here live. Stay with us live for a moment. A couple of things you missed. Earlier, when I first joined you guys this afternoon, I said, hey, something that's going to happen tonight, there's going to be a bridesmaid reunion. Of course, that couldn't happen without Maya Rudolph. Well, Maya Rudolph was probably already set to be at the Oscars. Want to know why? Because she's Paul Thomas Anderson's wife. Well, technically they're not married, but they've been together since '01, and they refer to each other as husband and wife. They have 4 kids together, so they may as well be. So yeah, she was hand in hand. And something super cute, they just came walking down the burnt red carpet together, each holding an Oscar, because he has 2, so she was helping him out. That was kind of cute. And then if you look back that way, see that opening? That's not exactly an entrance. I mean, to go through that means at some point you were lost or you were hiding, and a giant entourage just came out, and guess who was there? Michael B. Jordan. He gave a great speech. If you take a look at it, just looked class act. The words were precisely chosen. One of the best, classiest speeches I've seen in a long, long time. I caught up with he and his director to talk about this being an Oscar-worthy movie a long time ago. Listen. Can you get it back in theaters again? I guess I'm asking.
Man, that's a good question.
The people would love that.
Yeah. I think people just gotta ask for it, and maybe
Maybe make it happen.
All right. I've got good predictions about this. I'm almost never wrong when it comes to just about every award show you can imagine. This thing is going to take it all the way. For each of you, if you were the voting member looking at this movie and you could step out and dissect it, they always say there's that one tipping point for every category. What's the tipping point that would make this your pick?
Michael be my pick for his performance. It was radiating out from within. It got to the point where, I could tell who he was coming on set as by how everybody around him was reacting. You know what I mean? If people got more lively, I knew it was Stack about to walk in. If people kind of got cold and a little more distant, it was just more haunted character Smoke that was coming in. But how he could. How he could slip in and out of them and deliver something where audiences from shot one, you feel like it's just you just watching 2 guys. It's quite incredible. So that's why he would get my vote. I think it's the most complex and most intricate performance of the year.
Love you too. Be careful. I will.
Complex, intricate, beautiful. Loved that performance. He should have gotten 2, one for Smoke and Stack, the 2 characters he played. Great moment, well deserved. As far as the ceremony, kicked off with Conan O'Brien, and if you haven't seen it, I'm going to put a link later on to abc10.com so you can see the opening performance, the montage, the clips. It started out with him as Gladys, and then put Gladys, the character from Weapons, in every single movie. Gladys and the creepy little kids went through F1, made Brad Pitt spin out of control. They were animated in K-pop Demon Hunters. It really was one of the funniest things I've seen in a long, long time, and not half as disturbing as me for Halloween this year. I'd like to show up who did it best, but I think Conan's was definitely the best, and you got to see it. All right, still people coming down the pipe. We will stay here for moments. Coming up a little bit later on, we'll go back to the very big moments of the show. There weren't any upsets, but there was a big win for Sacramento, and Paul Thomas Anderson's words in a little while.